105.1 and Love TV Live now offer outside broadcast equipment for public services at an affordable price. Take your event to the next level with professional outside broadcast coverage, high quality audio and video production, Love TV Facebook live streaming. Reach thousands of viewers live, anytime, anywhere. Book now by calling 0886 462 632 0777 462 632. Visit us today at Technology Building, 10th Street, Cinco, ground floor. Love FM 105.1 and Love TV Live, bringing your events to life.
Looking for a reliable ride in Liberia? Say hello to U-Car Rental Services. Rent a car all day for just $25 Yes, $25 for the whole day. Whether you are planning to explore, visit friends, or enjoy your day without stress, U-Car is your convenient ride for unforgettable moments in Liberia. We cover all your key routes from 10th Street to ELW Junction, from 10th Street to Dupont Road, from 10th Street to Baptist Seminary around Cinco, from 10th Street to Freeport, to Douala, to Broadville, and even airport drop-offs. No limits, no stress, just comfort and convenience. Call us now, plus 880 378 692 plus 231 770 plus 231 880 70 1270. U-Car Rental Services. Your ride, your freedom, your Liberia experience.
Are you tired of the spinning, looking for real conversation about the issues that shape our nation?
Then tune in to Straight Talk Liberia, the show where truth meets courage.
Every Tuesday, Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m., where we bring you bold conversations, unfiltered opinions,
and honest debates about politics,
governance,
and the future of Liberia.
From the heart of power to the voices of the people.
No topic is off limits.
And no questions go unanswered. We are your hosts, Moses B. Fowler Jr., John Kessie. Together, we dig deeper, challenge the status quo, and speak truth to the power.
To preserve on the continent of Africa, to our nations. Without you, we would be talking to ourselves. There is a sense in which much has been said. If it is the history of the continent, slavery that has been mentioned, if it is colonization that has been spoken to, if it is neo-colonization that has been spoken to, if it is in describing the continent of Africa as having been divided so very arbitrarily in Berlin in 1884 and 1885, that has been spoken to. And we have been told so very correctly how that continues.
What kind of people they do? They are freedom fighters. What kind of people they do? They are freedom fighters. You freedom fighter, you raping our women.
It's a wonderful Thursday evening right here on Straight Talk Liberia. Right here on Love 105.1. What a pleasant way to say welcome to it. It promises to be fascinating today as we pay host to District number 12 lawmaker, Honorable Jerry K. YOGBOH. And we're talking the overview of the district and some national issues. So what a pleasant way to say good evening, Welcome to it.
When they welcome me, they say they were liberators. When they welcome me, they say they were liberators.
But firstly,
let's
run over
when they give their time.
news in the
What kind of people they so? They have freedom fight.
some news in the country today.
They have freedom fight. You freedom fighter, you raping our women. They have freedom fight. You freedom fighter, you killing our children. They have freedom fight. You freedom fighter, you destroying our country. They have freedom fight. Ayo, 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 ayo. Oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Ayo, 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 ayo. Oh, ayo, yo, ayo, 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 ayo. Music.
President Joseph Numa Wakai has commissioned more than 4 circuit court judges and a court martial at the executive mansion. Hey. And Nimba County Superintendent gonna break silence, defend 10,000 legislative engagement form as lawful, transparent, and county council approval. District number 3 representative small Moba urged government to reduce 4-lane highway project to 7-lane border with 2-lane. Invest in saving Morovia roads. Say district number 3 representative. So it's a great thing to be here today. It's a great thing to be on this wonderful platform. So let's cross over to the honorable lawmaker. Let's say good evening and welcome to the show.
Oh, good evening, Father. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. How's the district?
District 12 is very pleasant and very peaceful, and our people are working with us, and they appreciate everything that we are doing. So it's a place to be.
Our office also.
The office is fine. We are now on our second quarter break, so we have more engagement to do with our citizens back in the districts. That's what we are doing. So for now, we will be returning sometime late September.
Okay. So let's dive into the issue right now. Honorable YOGBOH, how will you assess the overall state of MONTSERRADO County District number 12 right now?
Again, we want to say it's good to be in studio, to be given a chance to talk to our people.
Mm-hmm.
And District 12, one thing we ran on is transparency and accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And we are keeping such a promise with our people. And the people of District 12 can tell you they are seeing us being transparent and accountable because we have a mandate to serve, and we are ensuring that our calendar functions that by Constitution giving us, we are carrying on those functions. So the people of District 12 MONTSERRADO County, I think they are pleased with us and they are working with us, and that's why we are building District 12 together as one people.
Okay, building District 12 together as one people. So what major development projects have been completed, initiated, or under your leadership?
We have so many that we have been doing since we arrived at Capitol Building. We have been able from the legislators perspective, we have been successful to pass 2 successful bills that is now in Senate for concurrence, and that is one to give legitimacy to land rights to our people in the chicken factory, and also we did amend the code of conduct where individuals that by constitution that are appointed by the president in government, they have to mandatory resign 2 years to election to be qualified to contest. And when it comes to infrastructure in our district, Father, we have done so much. We, for the first time, the people of district number 12, Rural community, to be specific, have a completed, well-furnished, electrified community center that they can use. That include where they can have community meetings, leadership coming out, celebration, and that is in the rural community that have been completed and delivered. And we had almost, we say 65% of our district office that was been abandoned for almost 10 years, located at the LPRC Junction. We are in the process of working very hard to have that project, if not dedicated or turned over to the people by December. Hopefully early next year, we should be delivering that to the people. And we also have gone with the same 65 or 70% of our legislative project money that was given us. 2024, we invested into a community center that has been built on the Casa Boulevard, and that project is overseen by Liz. And when that project is completed, which is been built by a construction company called Mancula Construction, it will host over 600 to 700 residents of Casa Boulevard at a time. We have also been able to complete 3 rehabilitations of markets. The Chiquito Factory Golf Market, the entire roof had just been replaced. That was completed. We were able to rehabilitate the youth center or intellectual center in the Gulf. We have been able to, for the first time, to get Shoe Factory a modern market. And that market will be dedicated pretty soon. We were also able to undertake a quick impact footpath bridge that is linking the Casa Boulevard and the Palm Hill community through this star. We were also able to complete the driver market. There are 2 markets. The smaller one, we did the complete rehabilitation of the roof. And we have other projects that have been landmarked. We will be constructing 2 bridges, one connecting the MTA and the Shoe Factory Block A, and the Snow Hill and the Chocolate City community. So, Father, we have so much going on in District 12, and we just have them to be honest, because we ran on infrastructure development, and we are, even with the roads, we were successful for this year's season to rehabilitate most of our major roads, even though because of erosion, we have some of them going back then deplorable, but we hope right after the season we're going to re-tackle them. And one of the things we ran on, which is the road that passes through the Chicken Factory to Lincoln Johnsonville. You know, when we ran the campaign, every time we went to that community, we were asked by the people, when will we have this road fixed? And YOGBOH, if you are elected, can you fix the road for us? And it was one of those promises I made to my people. And right after we were elected, we started to have conversation with the Honorable Minister Giddings, who promised us that he was going to ensure that the funding will be formed and that will be constructed. Father, if you went to Chico Factory today, that road, thank you to His Excellency Joseph Mabwaga, that road was able to be awarded and contracted to a contract that is now being built. A matter of fact, from the Somali Drive Junction to the turning point have been paved with 8 inches of concrete cement. And it's going to be continue after the rainy season through the Basel town, which is District 2, linking to Johnsonville. So we have so much going in District 12 that the people just appreciate us.
So you talk about roads, you talk about markets, but I'm concerned about your own engagement with youth, women, and community leaders in your developmental agenda?
You see, when you say engagement with youth, women, it's relative because, as we speak now, we currently have town hall meeting engagement with our 16 communities. The matter of fact, this week will be in the Casa Bolivar engaging our citizens. And our citizens are comprised of women, men, and youth. So we have completed 7 communities with community town hall meetings. And at these meetings, we have conversation with our youth. We tell them, we seek the audience, we seek their attention. We want to know what are those things that they want us to do that we haven't done. Because youth is not just one individual, it's a population.
Sure.
And from what we have done in District 12, when it comes to education, when it comes to health, they are all beneficiaries of it. But to tell you that we are going around and trying to just pick a youth, no, we are not doing it. We are investing in education. That's why we are proud to say we have over 24 students, youth, in colleges that we are paying the school fee 100%. That's why we can tell you on this airway that we have over 110 students in 32 schools in our district. Those are youth we are supporting. So our youth empowerment is through all of those means, through healthcare, through education, through other means of advocacies. Okay, so we are doing just what we were elected to do when it comes to our women, our youth, and our men, which comprises of our citizenry of District 12.
Okay, if you're just joining us, you are listening to Straight Out Liberia. Right here with us is Honorable Jerry K. YOGBOH, Representative District number 12. We are talking about the overview of the district and other national issues. So back to Honorable YOGBOH. What challenges have limited some development in your district?
That's a good question. You see, when you run for such an office that I'm occupying now, you come to the table with a lot of good ideas.
Okay.
But when you get to that place, you realize that you want to do so much, but then you have so many issues that come as a stumbling block because you have a great diversity of people, diverse idea. And to be able to convince those individuals of yours, we call our colleagues, it takes time.
Okay.
So we have been having some challenges to ensure that certain things done, we have to be able to prevail on them. So policy-wise, we have some challenges, and we are working on those challenges to ensure that the greatest good for Liberia is provided, and making sure that we pass good laws. So the challenges are not one particular one that we can say this challenge have made me not to be able to do things for my people. We, or Jerry YOGBOH as a lawmaker, have the sole responsibility to ensure that the people of District 12, every resource that comes in is provided, given, and is used for the intended purpose. And we have been doing that. But when law changes, for example, because of the Local Government Act of 2018, we don't have control of county development and social development for no longer. So that slow our development process for our district down. So we have to solicit resources from all over to make sure that we carry on projects in our district. Even though by law we should not be doing infrastructure, building roads, but again, because of the culture, we have gotten the fourth mandate of being a lawmaker. We know by constitution we have 3 kind of functions, but because of the culture, now we have the fourth. You have to pay the hospital bills, you have to help people with the school fees, you have to send for the hospitals. Those have become one of our functions now. So we are doing those things. And if you were to attend any of our annual presentation, our annual report, you will see how much we spend. As I said on the radio today, I will tell you, we help people so much in our district that everybody think that we are God sent. People come to my house, people come to the offices, their child been put out of school, their daughter just gave birth, they don't have food to eat, I have to pay the rent, I have to buy zinc to pay the roof. So those are huge challenges, but we are doing everything we can. We are not solving all because we have limited resources. It's our own funding and other solicitation that we do when it comes to contacting our partners to help us. So we have some challenges when it comes to funding. And because of that, we are not able to complete all of the requests or meet all of the requests that comes to our offices at the time.
You talk. Let me just draw you back to the infrastructure. You talked about road and advocacy on the development of Chigisu Factory roads.
Yes.
There are other communities within the district that still suffer bad condition of road.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is your own plan for those communities?
Father, we are advocating for all the roads. But you see, because of the national government agenda, they cannot just underwrite or take on all our requests at once. We have made requests through the Ministry of Public Works for our roads, like the Chigisu Factory roads, like the Castle Boulevard road linking the 12th Street, like the Kwadoma road passing through the Gulf, and the Chigisu Factory road. And during our first 2 years, we're only successful to secure one, which is the one that passing through the factory to Johnsonville.
Are you optimistic to secure the rest?
Oh yeah, we are. And we are coming to the budget season again. We will be having a conversation with the Minister of Public Works and other stakeholders to ensure that one or two of those, if not all, will be picked up into our national budget. Because when we represent people, those are the things that comes with representation, to ensure that the welfare of the people are being looked after. You have an advocate for infrastructure, education, health, even our education system. I must say thank you to Dr. Jada. She has been very cooperative when it comes to our education system. She will help us. Project now is fully equipped with computer labs, which is powered by solar energy. Project has over 100 new modern chairs from the United States that we requested, and she did provide them. Project now have additional classroom annexes that have been open. So she has been working with us in expanding our education system now in District 12. Even she has a water or a school to be built in District 12, additional high school. The only reason why we haven't been able to have that school built is because we don't have the land. We are still looking for a free land that is now owned by no individual. And as soon as we find our land, Jala, before we leave our first term, she's going to build our school for us.
So what if you do that find the land?
And we can't get a school because government is not going to invest into our private land. And that's why you see our second public school, which is the infamous Adula. We wanted to rehabilitate that with government funding, but government told us it's a private land, they can't put such an investment. So we have been advocating, even with our health. Thank you to Dr. Jada. She has been very cooperative. Now, if you went to the estate clinic, you will notice that we have a rehabilitated Mayweather session. We are having that clinic now to run 24 hours. We have been able to electrify that clinic. Even with 2025 county development fund through the superintendent office, we are now expanding that clinic through the superintendent office. So we are working. We are advocating for our people to ensure that health, education, infrastructure are all District 12 will not be left out of the national agenda.
So thank you, District 12 will not be left out of the national agenda. So let's cross over to some legislative performance.
Yeah.
As member of the 55th legislature, what will you consider your best legislative achievement during your second section?
We can proudly say on this radio airway that we have been successful because we have been able to pass 2 good clean bills that will be beneficial to the people of District 12 and the people of this country.
Okay.
And one of those, like I said initially, the public land that our people in the factory occupy, which is part of the Monterrado Industrial Park, which is little close to 200 acres. We were able to amend the 1965 Monterrado Industrial Park law that was passed in 1965 that set aside over 1,000 acres of land to be used for industrial system for Liberia. And our people over more than 50 to 60 years, they have lived in the factory. They are all squatters. And we want to ensure that their squatter right be turned into owner rights. So we have amended the 1965 bill that just took portion of that 1,000 acre of land to be given to those people, not free, but they will pay the minimum price for it. And that bill, as I speak to you now, is in committee room. It lied down there for a very long time for some political reason, which I won't discuss on this airway, but I'm pleased to tell you that it's now in committee room headed by Senator Che from the Senator Fatisano. He's the head of the Judiciary Committee. It's now in his committee room, and we trust and believe that upon return, he's going to get it on the floor for vote. We also proud to tell you that we were successful to amend the 2014 National Code of Conduct, which were amended in 2022 by adding the by-election portion, and we just did amendment by extracting and deleting a word called desire. So we are saying that the law was ambiguous because the law said a jala who is appointed by the president want to run, and he's a minister 2 years when he desires. So the argument have been called, when does father get a desire? No one can determine. So the law has just been kind of very hard to interpret. So what we did, we extracted or deleted the word desired, and we make it mandatory that if you were appointed by the president and you are serving as a minister or director, assistant minister, as long as you are appointed by the president, you must resign 2 years to the pending election to be eligible to run. So those two pieces of legislatures, we can tell you that we have done a great achievement for our 2 years at the Cabinet building. And also, with few communication that we have put forth that have led to some improvement in our education system. We were able to perform a communication that brought Dr. Jala to education to the House representative to tell us how she's going to handle the volunteer teachers. And when she came, she told us that because of funding, if she had the funding, she will ensure that she will gradually move them. And I'm pleased to tell you that she did. She had moved over 3,000 volunteer teachers from the list to permanent employment. We have also been able to put for a letter, a communication that was honored by the speaker. You know, Father Liberia, our developmental agenda have been running on fragmentation. That is to say, every government that comes there, they have their own political agenda. And when it's not completed, when it leaves, the next government comes, they push that agenda aside. So we have suggested through a communication that the national development agenda be by law. So we have offered communication asking the speaker to mandate the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Development along other stakeholders to come up with a 25-year national development plan. A plan that, when it passes into law, will make Liberia to be more focused on a national development by law. So if Father came there, Father cannot deviate. Father had to go by what the law says. And with that, we think Liberia will progress very fast. Other countries, it works for them. The great United States, Ghana, it works for them. It can work for Liberia. And we have other law or piece of legislature that stay at the law reform. We have 3 lines there to be coming on the floor pretty soon. We want to amend the national disaster law. That the law that created a national disaster is not working for everybody. So YOGBOH have drafted a piece of legislation to amend that law to strengthen it, to make the power to be distributed so in a way that it will be more effective. So our people, when there's a disaster, they can receive the benefit. That piece of legislation is currently at the law reform. We also have another piece of legislation that is lying there that is coming up pretty soon. We want to strengthen the law that created the Higher Commission Education. Because, Father, we realize that the law is weak. So we have so many universities that are just popping up, and they are not ready to be universities. So I have come up with this amendment to the law that will give more oversight, more in-depth vetting of schools that were applied to be accredited to come out to be the university. And when that legislature is passed, we will have university, but it will be ready to serve our education needs. And then the last piece of legislation I have that is coming up when we return is the Education Research Endowment Fund. It's a piece of legislation that Liberia never had before. We need to empower our researchers. People want to do research. They don't have the funding. How can they get on research? Liberia has some very brilliant people, individuals that have great potential, but they need the funding to carry on the research. So the endowment from the bill, if it's passed into law, will mandate, will make we, the lawmakers, national budget will set certain funding aside through legislative budgeting, through grant and other resources that will be able to help those individuals that have ideas that they want to explore in terms of research. So those are the three pieces of legislation beside what we have passed that we have in the pipeline that have been drafted. And I invite you to go to the law reform. Those bills are there. They have been reviewed by the commission, and Councillor Obama have assured us it's going to be released pretty soon and will be put on the floor. And subsequently, we know it's going to pass when it comes down to the legislature.
Okay, as a legislator, how effective do you see the legislature being performing their oversight responsibility over the executive?
You see,
in the second section.
All right, this is oversight is one of our cardinal responsibility, and I would say on this way that we need to do more. Our oversight haven't been strong as it should be. As the 55th, we need to do more. We need to put more force into our oversight, because when we carry on tough oversight, the executive does more good.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have been providing oversight, but I think as a lawmaker for District 12, we need to do more when it comes to oversight.
So
we then don't slap it when it comes to our oversight.
Okay.
Yes.
So can you describe your own relationship with other lawmakers?
Father, Honorable YOGBOH is a guy that understand how to break and connect with people. And I will tell you, my relationship with the rest of the 72 colleagues of mine, including our Honorable Speaker, is great, because I was elected by the people of District 12 to represent it.
Yeah.
And Father, I believe in scientific politics. I don't believe in the mad politics that we do in Liberia. And most of my colleagues see me sometimes, they wonder if I really need to be a lawmaker or to go back into the private sector. Because I'm from the private sector, and I bring that organizational management skill into my into my responsibility as being a lawmaker. I understand how to work with teams. When I'm part of a team, I understand how teams work. I understand how to work, because they have to separate a group is different from team. So when we get piece of job as a team, I perform, I give my expertise, and because of my colleagues that know my strength, they are willing to always work with me. And that's why I have been placed on a couple of specialized committees as a resource guy, and just I walk in the committee rooms, and when I understand what is being discussed, I give my honest opinion. So no one among the 73 of us would say YOGBOH is a difficult guy to deal with, because I understand the human behavior. I study human behavior, human science. So because of that, I'm very careful how I speak, how I engage. And if I feel that something is not beneficial to the people of District 12, I don't participate. Because my going to District to Capitol Hill is because of District 12.
Okay.
I want to see the data. I want to see the relevance of the policy, the importance of the policy that we're about to pass to benefit Liberian people. So my being at the Capitol building is not for myself, it's for the people of District 12 and the people of Liberia. And because of that, I think I can answer your question by saying I do have a very cordial relationship with my colleagues.
So let me just put you to this. What is your current opinion on the Yakakoroba saga?
Oh, I voted to remove Yak. I did because I felt, and from all of what transpired, as a sitting lawmaker, he spoke, and I think he misspoke, but he did not realize that he misspoke. And I personally appealed to him to consider that he misspoke, and it couldn't be accepted by him. And because I took an oath to protect the Constitution of this country.
Okay.
So it's not because he's not good friend. We are friends. But not because we are friends and you breach, I stand by you. No. And that's why you see I stood Councillor Kofa. That's why I stood and fought for 1.5 years with Councillor Kofa. That's why I did not vote to remove Councillor Kofa, because Councillor Kofa did not violate. He was removed. The act of removing him wasn't right, and that's why I stood and went to court. And was proven that Councillor Kofa removal was not constitutional. And because we won constitutionally, we went back. Councillor Kofa resigned. We went back. We had a re-election, and Speaker Okun won the election. So Speaker Okun now is our speaker. So I supported him as the speaker. And when my friend and brother misspoke, he did not consider it. So he ruled it was against the Constitution, so I voted against it.
Well, let's look at the proceeding. Was it horse in error or?
Okay, I'm not a legal expert, but based on our rules, when you are infected by the rules of the administration, your counselor does not speak for you.
Okay.
You speak for yourself, your counselor guide you. That's what our rule says. And it happens with, even when this, what is his name? The former ambassador, Alaj, he has been an issue. He came. The counselor could not speak for him. The same way he said that he went through it. And he realized it, and he wrote a letter of apologies that he was in error. Okay? And other colleagues had the same situation. They went through the rules and other committee. They apologized. Even down to our friend Levin Cole, he apologized. He wrote a open letter. And he was considered because we all are human. But when people become adamant and don't feel that they have to, and it becomes trouble. So we were not in error because our rules say we run a quasi judiciary in the house.
Okay.
So because it's quasi, a legal licensed counselor cannot come there and spoon talk up, because I would say 80% of us, we are not law practitioners. That's what make it quasi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now the court got hot on the proceeding, and where do the house stand currently?
Okay, for the record, the court did not put a hot because the court cannot dictate us.
Okay.
What we did, what our speaker and the legislature and the panel have done, because we are one government,
okay,
3 branches, we have decided to give the court relevancy as a judiciary branch of government to allow them to prevail. But the court did not order us.
Okay.
For the record, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if we're just following, this is Straight on Liberia, and we are in conversation with Honorable Jerry YOGBOH, who is the representative of District Number 12, right here with us on 105 for what you're just following us. So, Honorable YOGBOH, let's go over to some national issues. Like, Liberians continue to face unemployment.
Yes.
Especially among young people. What practical solution do you think is to be put in place?
Okay. Yeah, Father, you see, that question is very relevant when it comes to our youth, because that's the question that we are asked every time we go to our engagement. What are you guys doing to help youth unemployment?
Yeah.
Unemployment is an issue. We have over 80% of our people still unemployed. And there's a couple of reasons. We as government, we are people, we have not been able to protect a safe environment for investors to come to our country.
Okay.
Yes, we are trying with our security issue, but we still need to do more. Two, we need to look at our investment package. When people want to come to invest in our country, what are those things that we need to set to attract them? All right. Do we say, I know one or two concessionary or a few of them have this raw material tax free or lower local tax, the very less. But we need to do better. We need to give them that incentive that will make them to come. Look at the work permit. We can say, okay, if you want to invest in Liberia and you can invest over 5 million, we'll give you resident permit free. How long you exist, how long you carry on your insurance. It's one of those factors that I try to invest. The Great United States there. If you went to America to invest over 5 to 10 million dollars, you are entitled to green card.
Wow.
If you went Freetown to invest such a money, you are giving citizenship right, permanent resident right. We have failed to do that in Liberia. Two, even with the increase in work permit, I'm personally against it. Increase work permit to 3,000. Work permit, citizen permit, permanent resident is about 500 to 1,000. So investors look at it. How many experts I can carry to build my company up to be able to create job for the locals when I had to pay all this money for that? It drives their way. I personally been all this country for so many years. I work in and out of Liberia. I think it's one of the hindrances that are coming to and making people to run from this place. And if we can look at those things, there are many, but there are few. If we can look at those things, Liberia, more manufacturing companies, more other industrial area will be opened up that will create jobs, because government is a good employer. Government job is political job. When you leave, everybody leave. When the next government comes in, he or she bring board of the people in. Then other people become employed. But with private investors, no, they remain. So we need to just look at those incentives that we can create. The Freetown now. You go in Freetown with $4-5 million investment, you even can get free Freetown selling passport.
Wow.
Because I visit Freetown. I have friends that have businesses. They are not selling that were born there, but they do have selling passport because of the kind of investment they have carried out. Liberia, we have an issue with it. All because we feel that people take our land. Land is the issue. And until we can do that, until we can change our approach to how we want to bring a private investor, unemployment is far from being over.
So let's look at the high cost of living. High cost of living is remain one of Liberia's key problems on the citizen. So how do you think government can settle that burden?
Government can, you see, government can have lower or high cost of living when government doesn't have job. All right. If you have 80% of the population can work, you only have maybe 20% working. Can 20% really make the economy to grow? No. So unemployment will be high because investors have huge tax leverage against them. So they have to sell a product at a price that they'll have to gain their profit. So if we look at how we want to attract investors, that will also help to reduce cost of living because there will be jobs. There will be other great opportunities that will be created by the people. Until we can do that, our cost of living will never go down because we get too many unemployment. If I just went all your studio today, I would get so many people standing waiting to get them something. So what do you expect? No job. People are bored. So we need to do great job as government. Okay, the government is doing well, but we need to do more.
So if you have to assess government right now and grade from one to 10, or from 10 to 1, in healthcare and education, what grade will you get?
With education, I will just give them 5. We need to do a lot for our education system.
Okay.
Especially public school. Yes, there's some great news today. I read in the paper that from kindergarten to 6th grade, no more registration, which is good news. So we have most of our young kids go to school. But when they get to 7th grade, they're going to start paying that again. When the parents can't afford it, they're going to drive to school. We need to do a lot. Healthcare, we have a good news. We are now about to get universal healthcare for all Liberians. So we hope we have passed that. We hope for the president to sign it into law, and we hope that it will truly be practiced because we created the authority that will manage the fund for the healthcare, for universal healthcare. So we hope that authority be more transparent, more accountable, because we are going to allocate funds in the budget for them.
Okay.
Even though they're going to go out as of the law to seek other resources through grant and other means, but what we're going to put in our budget for the Liberian people to get universal healthcare, they have to follow through. And if that is done, our healthcare will never be the same. So for healthcare, the government is doing great. And with that new universal healthcare, I think we can give them a good clear mark when it comes to healthcare. But again, we hope that when it kicks in, come the end of the year, or let's say come next year, because we have to pass the budget end of the year, that people will start to feel that they have healthcare. They can go now to go to private clinics, and then government will go on some of the costs. Because the way they do is rating, if father doesn't have a job, the father can go to hospital under our law and get medical attention. But again, if we follow through, so we have to wait and see, and that's why we created an authority, the health fund authority that will be solely responsible. We took it from the Ministry of Health. Okay. We took it from all the inmates and created, or will be creating an authority that will be responsible to manage that. So all the responsibility will be to ensure that everything that going to that healthcare, the recipients, which is the Liberian people, benefit.
So let's look at corruption continue to undermine our development.
Yes.
Corruption undermine our development. What strong measure should be taken to improve accountability?
You see, corruption is something that cannot be 100% eradicated. Any president or any government tell you that elect me, eradicate corruption is a story. Corruption by nature exists in us, but we can mitigate. And in Liberia, that's what we have failed to do.
Okay.
I like the approach that the law been there, the asset recovery, is not a UP government that created it. It has been there since MONTSERRADO, since President Weah and Boaga. But have it been followed through? Because when people, that's why you see I encourage everyone to do assets declaration.
Okay.
Father, even a car you see someone bringing me in, that car was bought in the United States by me before I became lawmaker.
Okay.
But because I anticipated that one day I was going to bring that car to Liberia. So that car, if it went to the LACC, that car is on my assets list. Because I know father as a journalist, I'm going to say, oh, And on the been 2 years, why you running this kind of car? I declared every access I have in America, property. If you went to my access list, to LCC, I did declare. Every property I own, I declare. If I have to own a new access while I'm sitting, I should modify my access list. That's why law says. So when I leave, if he came after me as a government, LCC said no. When he was there, even though he got this, but he amended. And we investigated because LCC is mandated to investigate and verify all assets that we declare. And I think that's why we fall short. Maybe they don't have all the resources to do that very rapidly. And I encourage them to start to do that. Because you need to declare what you have before you get in the government. And when you are in government, while you are there, as you accumulate, and then your access list, so it can be verified. So when you leave, you cannot be prosecuted. Even if you are prosecuted, the LCC can say, no, he or she did this, and we verify it's clear. And that will help to minimize corruption. Because it will be verified, and you'll be told that you did not get it right. But corruption is a major issue that we have in Liberia. And Father, until we can read it honestly as Liberians, we all, not just one individual, we all, until we can decide to just follow the law, it's a serious problem we have. And it's killing our country. I don't know who are those individuals, but it's just killing us.
Okay, if you just tune in, this is Straight Talk Liberia, and you are listening to Honorable Jerry K. YOGBOH, who is the representative of District Number 12, right here on the program. We're talking about the overview of the district and some national issues. But Honorable YOGBOH, before we go to the line quickly, what is your own position on the decentralization and empowering local government?
Oh, Father, you see, I was never part of the 54th.
Okay.
And the law that is now in play, which is the Local Government Act, was passed at the 54th. But the law had a time frame to be activated.
Okay.
And the previous government could not activate it because the law had 5 to 10 years to be activated. And His Excellency President Mwabwagad, right upon being elected, and he decided to activate the Local Government Act.
Okay.
And it has some loopholes that have made us to do an amendment. The amendment we did, having been passed, is still we passed from Congress, say in the Senate. But I feel that portion of it, if now all of them, is good for the country. Because if Liberia as a country, we now started to elect superintendents, elect town chiefs, which is some of the commissioners, city mayors. It's a good thing. Because when people are elected, they become more accountable. Compared to when Father, who is the president, just appointed me. Again, no, I don't care for the rest of you because Father appointed me. So if I get good rapport, Father, I can do all the bad thing. Father will cover me.
Yeah, you want to wear the place.
Exactly so. But when people are elected, they provide. But the problem with that, when I'm elected, you have to give me the resources to be able to govern.
Okay.
So if you say a superintendent should be elected, a city mayor should be elected, you have to give a city mayor that budgetary allocation, either by allowing the superintendent to collect that tax and manage portion B level the superintendent to run his or her county, or give that budget that the superintendent needs that will be autonomous, that will make that superintendent to have autonomy or his or her financial control. Or else, the decentralization is not going to work. Because how can you elect me to be a superintendent for a county and I have no financial autonomy to run? How can I perform? So even if I told people, you like me, I will have to build no school. I will have to build healthcare. How do I do it? As a county administrator, I can. Because If the person lets me stand there, I don't get it. But if I were collecting and allowing me to use what I collect, I will be accountable for to my people. I will be able to tell people, elect me. I will show that when we do this, this is what you get. So it's a good thing, but it will be kind of a little difficult to be fully implemented.
Okay. So you're listening to Straight Talk Liberia right here on Love 105.1, and we are in conversation with Honorable Jerry YOGBOH, Representative District number 12, right here. So let's see if we can take this song, or we come back. We activate the lines for your interaction right here.
All they say we go to school, so no job for all. We get problem. Hustling in the street and they have money beyond do. I didn't get what change. All they take out of market. What do they all do now?
Well, I'm a graduate of the state-run university, and everywhere I have applied, they are asking me for 10 years experience, and that is impossible.
We the AFL them widows, the government promised us our husbands benefits, and up to now we just see it.
No good, bro. No good school. The health sector poor. Our any sector can check out a bottles. The politicians stay giving us empty promises. What happened now?
Who to trust? In fact, who rather lay in the complete too? They will listen to all the in power. After election, tell the people know how important. After election, when we score, they say we are Muslim minority.
Yeah. They say the evil a man does late after him, but the good is on detail with his good. So let it be Caesar. If I for people, my people cry suffering. We need a change. Listen. You not need to tell me what's happy. I can see it in your eye, no something happy. I can see it. You're not talking with your heart talking and telling me you're hungry, you're not getting nothing. You're poor, you're getting full. Some of your life more than equal and cover hole. Some of your lost you the civil war. Some of your breadwinners sitting home, women say no job. You're fed up with the hard living. Just to survive, some of your inner in the street baking. Because the people who don't help you, who you're voting for, look at how they think about you. They lie. They're not finished with the poverty reduction strategy. They lie to your division 2030. So empty. So Kale and Kevin, at the end of the week, all of your impoverty. I wish I was a millionaire. And someday I know empire. Let me make it.
Okay, so fresh alongside Cassimony right here on zero. The numbers are 0887-105-105-0778-665073. You can make your input on Straight Talk Liberia 0887-105-105-0778-665073 are the numbers to call and form part of the show. We are in conversation with Honorable Jerry K. YOGBOH, Representative District number 12. We are talking the overview of the district and some national issues. This is Straight Talk Liberia 0887-105-105-0778-665073 are the numbers to call and form part of it right here on Straight Talk Liberia.
Even by the cup of rest. One man in more than 3 positions. The same thing they were against on the opposition. You tell me what we didn't do. So they think they got peace and justice, nothing for the poor. To be your money, they want to sell your soul. Either you cross the road or you bend down low. But I pray that my people rise. That one day God will show them your other.
So 0887-105-105-0778 665073 are the numbers to call from part of it. Straight Talk Liberia right here. We are talking to Honorable Jerry K. YOGBOH. He's representative of District number 12.
You know, when I see my country blessed with all the natural resources, and yet instead I see my people living in under poverty, then I question myself, where have we gone wrong? I just wish I had the power to share the national cake.
So let's go back. As we anticipate the calls, let's go back to Honorable YOGBOH. So Honorable YOGBOH, let's talk some governance and accountability. So what message do you have for citizens who believe that lawmakers are disconnected from the people?
Actually, from my personal opinion, I think you only become disconnected if you are not carrying on your kind of responsibility, which is representation.
Okay.
Because in representing the people, you have to engage in on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And if you can't go to your people to engage and to talk to them, to tell them what are you doing, what are those concerns they have, then the disconnect exists. And that's why we understand the YOGBOH team. And that's why while on this break, we have decided to have 16 different town hall meetings. We are going into these communities and having town hall meetings, telling them about workings, and not just about workings, but sharing with them our annual report for the previous year, and then listening to them, to their concern, and then partnering with them to see what we can do moving forward to make the district better.
Okay.
And if you're a lawmaker and you are not doing those things, sure, you're going to have this connection. So if I were to advise on my colleagues, you have to talk to your people. You have to engage your people. You have to, on a periodical basis, visit your people.
Okay, so let's take somebody on this line. Good evening.
Good evening.
Your name and where you joining from?
Yeah, this is Samuel Neiman calling from TSP Thinker.
Samuel, go ahead. We're talking to with YOGBOH.
Yeah, I just want to get the perspective of the Honorable as it relates to the 16 additional seats they are discussing in the lower house. What is the essence of the 16 additional seats? What we have hospitals still out of drugs, we have schools still fighting for chairs. We're talking about 16 more seats to be added on. What is the perspective on the 16 more?
Okay, so just hold on. I will answer those questions.
That's a good one.
So 0887-105-077-866-5073. If you are from district number 12, you can call us right here. Let's talk. We are talking to your lawmaker today. Make your input on 0887-105-105-077-866-5073 are the numbers to call and form part of it. So you are.
Yeah, you see, that's a good question. I expected that. You see, all what we did is to carry on our constitutional mandate. We did not create seats.
Okay.
We set thresholds. But again, it's just like you are solving a problem. And to solve a problem, you have to set parameters.
Okay.
That's what we did. We set the threshold, which is the mandate by the law, by the constitution, that we had to set threshold after census.
Okay.
But if you notice, the census took place right before the last election. And the 54th, and I may read their mind, they did not carry on the constitutional mandate because they thought they were close to election. Now, because they never did, and that meant they haven't been there, and we are there now as the 55th, it's fair enough that we carry on our constitutional duty, and that's just what we did. We just set a threshold with a guide.
Okay.
We did not set a threshold and say mandatory creation of these seats. No.
Let's listen to this person.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Name where you joining from?
Yeah, I'm Wilfred Blackwood. I joined a conversation from my resident in Balanceville, district number 12 Saturday.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I listened to the lawmaker of district number 12, and I must commend him for the level of work that he has done within the district and at the level of the Capitol building. Today, our district can proudly boast of a district office that is about 80% completed, where our district can boast about district office today that irrespective of your one leave, another representative come will have a district office for the district itself. So we want to commend for that. Today, the people of Shoe Party formulated can proudly boast of the market.
Okay.
Formulated that are there for over 20 years plus. Today, one of the leadership of the YOGBOH, they can post up the market. Teaming up with the people of Saga Island community, all of the boys community as well. So based upon that, we the people of District Number 12 are proud to see that we have a lawmaker who is working in our interest, who is listening to us. So thank you for your work. Thank you.
Thank you. So let's take another person who's here. Hello.
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening. Name me where you joining from?
Yeah, this is Activation and I'm staying from Crown. Yeah, hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm constrained to call this evening when I listen to the Honorable Member find a word representation, only limiting it to his district and constituency. It is possible.
What is your?
You say again?
It is after that.
You need to amplify your voice.
Yeah, you getting me? Sorry, the network system is too bad here, brother.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm constrained this evening to call, especially listening to the Honorable Man saying that representation is only for constituents and districts. No, nationally on the basis of policy.
Did he say that?
Absolutely, yeah, because when you talk about this connection, I ain't talking about his district, other project, and name it. But the point is that the result of policy, this is not because they are not making good policy for this country.
Okay.
So, yeah. One of the greatest things that we expect them to do is that look at the health setup. I am a woman who gave birth application on a CS. How to pay 66,000 plus. If you imagine in a public hospital.
Okay.
66,000. But if the guy gets sick, they will use our taxpayer money flat in India and America to get treatment. When we die here for critical diseases, they are not making policy to invest in the health setup. Look at the education setup. Look at our security setup. Look at how drugs is a big rubber in our country. Our country integrity has been destroyed. But yet instead, you guys are still talking about increasing district and talking about this and that. I don't know. I'm very much disappointed this evening. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Let's take another person who's here. Good evening. Oh, the person's off. Let's see if we can. Okay, let's get them. Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Neiman. Where are you joining from?
My name is Yase Williams, and I joined in from my residence in the district number 12.
Go ahead, Mr. Williams.
Yeah, I just want to commend the Honorable Institute, Honorable YOGBOH. One person who has really followed his activities in the district and in the House of Representatives. I just want to say thank you, Honorable. We are following your activities in the district. We want you to keep on that track, and we hope comes 2029, you will be one of our best. Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you. Let's take another person who's here. Hello. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, Nina. Where are you joining from?
My name is Marie Johnson, calling from Kefari Borofa.
Mrs. Johnson, welcome.
I just want to commend the Honorable. He's a man of the war.
Okay.
Anything he says he will do, he can do it. No matter how the category, but he focus. So we want to tell him that you need to focus. He will not matter noise in the market because we see a here mark. Those that will put there before they do what they can do and leave the district. But as a person moving, you can see the face of the district. So for us to get someone of that, it will be hard for another time. So when they see me until 2029, we're staying there again.
Okay.
We will not listen to the people who are causing noise. In that side, they will cause it.
Oh.
And then you be focused.
Okay, Mr. Joseph, thank you. Somebody's here. Let's take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Name, where are you joining from?
My name is Roger Fatwa. I call from district number 12. And let me use this medium to appreciate the lawmaker for all of what he said. If you visit the district now, all of what he said, they are all visible, that things you see. And because of that, the people of the electoral district number 12 resolved to have voting on Jerry YOGBOH and Jerry YOGBOH again.
and the poor have made a commitment that they will never change a lawmaker.
My man, you said the people resolve?
The people resolve. They will not change lawmaker.
I mean, we're not going to election. More a year, not come here. You said people resolve?
The unprecedented effort made by the lawmakers draw a conclusion by the people themselves.
Okay.
So all of our interaction with the people, we realize that the lawmaker is doing well and the people are resolved. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's see if we get another pressing, but let's continue.
Okay, so again, want to say thank you to the callers commenting us, and let me quickly address the caller that.
Before you go, let's take this person. Hello.
Good evening, Moses Salah.
Good evening. Your name and where is Johnny from?
The chief officer in the office of the most of the Bible lawmaker Honorable Gary YOGBOH.
Oh, John, welcome, my man.
Thank you so much for having my boss. And you have listened keenly to my boss deliberations. Quite frankly, this is a man that I trusted and I brought as a lawmaker. And this is a man in whom I place all that he insinuated or deliberated is all what he's doing in the business. So the district is in good hands, and we believe that comes 2029, the people of District 12 will speak about his achievements. So thank you, Father.
Thank you. Thank you.
And all of that he said that you think you have that on the office. Open the office out, open the records that they are clear. So thank you very much for hosting my lawmaker.
Thank you, Joe. Let's take another person. Hello. Let's see if we can take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Nina, where is Johnny from?
My name is Pima. I'm calling my Catholic Boulevard.
Oh, my man. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm from Catholic Boulevard. The
okay. Yeah. So,
yeah, okay. I want to go back to the caller that called when it comes to the representation. You see, when we talk about representation, I never said that my being a capital is just for representing District 12.
No.
But District 12 comes first because I represent them.
Yeah.
And that's what has 73 representatives. All right. So I represent District 12 and I advocate for them, and at large, I advocate for the people of Liberia through providing oversight over the executive branch of government and making good laws. So, even now, Governor Claire, I want you to just understand that I represent every Liberian, but my representation first comes for the people of District 12. Now, one thing I want to get clear on this airway today is that we at the National Legislature, we don't have that luxury to health care. We don't have health care to say, okay, every year we give you, or we send you when you say we send you a way for the health care.
Okay.
We work, and like me, when I have to go see my kids, when I'm there, I use that time to do my medical.
Okay.
If I'm in Liberia, I have to get sick. I found one of those family hospital. I go to it and I get a treatment.
All right.
So the hospital representative does not pay a hospital health care for me. And because we understand that we all as Liberians need health care, that's why we have been able to pass into law the universal health care for all Liberians. So that gentleman I call, there's a good news for you. We now have a law that is on its way to the president, and upon signing, when passing to and printed into handbill, you will not need to pay $65,000 again for medical care.
Okay.
And then they got with the role. We, give her the credit. We just rehabilitated a role and you've been enjoying it. But it's a rainy season, so we understand that. And for me, I understand that because I understand science. When you put mud or dike somewhere and you put liquid on it, we get what we call erosion. So we know at this time of the season, our roads that we rehabilitated going to be eroded. And that's just the fact, that's the science. So we accept it and we'll ensure that your road will be fixed. We'll continue fixing it. And we know very well, you that call, you're going to see reason to re-vote on income 2029.
Okay. So, how do you ensure transparency and accountability in the use of public resources allocated to District Number 12?
Okay. This is what we do. We do have an annual reporting we do.
Okay.
All right. And every money that comes in, so if we were to have, like the last one we received, legislative fund, we set up because we don't receive county development fund again.
Okay.
We don't receive social development fund again. Okay. Based on the law of the 2018 Local Government Act, everything goes through the superintendent office that is then supervised by this county council that get amended to the superintendent to carry on all projects within the county.
Okay.
We took our budget line and set up this fund we call legislative funds for us to empower us to do things in our district. Okay. And whenever we get the fundings, we carry on working. Even the last one we got through Liz is carrying our work. So I invite you to take a microphone at Cassette Boulevard. You will see a very big building that has been built there that cost for the 2,000. And we only got 37. Liz contracted the contractor to public building. But we had to we'll be putting additional fund to complete that building. And if you went to the district, all other projects that is going on, when my personal funds and other funds that I get through solicitation are put into project works, and the works are there. Even if our partners in the industrial park give us cement, we put in our report. And I will be pleased to send you a copy of our last annual report. You will see Sati, you will see Fulani, everything that they gave us, we place it in there because we ran on transparency and accountability. I agree, people will stay fee because the mindset that public officials are corrupt. Yes, it's true. But Jerry YOGBOH, he does everything to make sure that what is there for the people are given to the people.
Okay, what is there for the people are given to the people. So if you just tune in, this is Straight Talk Liberia, and we are in conversation with Honorable Jerry YOGBOH, who is the representative of District Number 12, and we're talking the overview of the district and other national issues. But Honorable YOGBOH, quickly to go, what mechanism do you use to receive feedback from your constituents?
We engage our citizens on a regular basis. And that's why Honorable YOGBOH always in the district. I take a walk, I go to community center, I go to business centers, I go to entertainment centers and sit with my citizens and hear them talking. And because of that, Father, I get the right feedback from my people, not by suggestion biases alone, because we do have suggestion biases to our offices, that if you have a suggestion, you can drop it there for us, and we read those suggestions and we react to it. But we do physical interaction with our people.
Okay.
And come this Saturday, I invite you, Cassette Boulevard. We have 4 engagements. This Saturday, we have 2 for Block A and B and Block C and E. Next weekend, we have 2 for Block D, which is 1603, the 1502, and the Miami, which is Block F. Because we want to interact our people, we want to get a feedback directly from them, how they feel. And trust me, those engagements are not 100% pleasant. But we listen. We listen and we talk to them. And after we listen and speak to them, we get a very positive feedbacks. And because of that, we have been able to set up such a mechanism that is helping us to make our work very easy.
Okay, so what are your top priorities for District Number 12 in the next legislative period?
We want to ensure first our 2 bills that we have, especially the one for our citizens in District 12, we want to ensure that when we return, that bill be concurred by the Senate, and to ensure that Our road that is being constructed through the factory to Beyonce is completed as per schedule, and all other things that we've been working on in terms of our healthcare, our education system, to ensure that we get our land, to get our school built, and to complete all of our awesome projects that we have in a short possible time.
Okay, Honorable Yoko. So, are you worried about 2020?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not even thinking about 2020.
Why?
Because I have a mandate for 2020 for this term. That's the mandate I'm focused on. When we get to 2029, then we'll focus on 2029. But for now, Father, I can be very frank, honest speaking to you. I have a mandate, and that mandate has to be carried on, and that's my focus.
And you are saying you're not worried. That district is not noted for repeating lawmakers.
I'm not worried about it because the district will speak for itself. When I'm done with my mandate, trust me, I will come back in the studio, come 2030, to tell you that I was worried because my workings will speak for itself.
In 2029, you are re-elected. What additional projects you have on mind for District Number 2?
There'll be a lot because District 12 will develop. Even when we, for this 6 year we're in, all what we will do, District 12 still need more development. All right. So my hope and dream for District 12 is to see District 12 to be one of the well-developed community district in MONTSERRADO and the Republic of Liberia. I want for District 12 for every major road, street to be paved. I want for District 12 to have, in the next few years coming, an additional medical center, additional school, and overall to ensure that drugs that is affecting our youth, District 12, be one of those communities that be drugs free. And that's why, as I speak to you, we have just been sent 25 additional DEA officers that are currently in the factory, helping. I just met with them. We are working together to ensure that drugs is removed from District 12. So in the next few years, I left in this term, and if I'm elected come 2029, those are things I want to focus on. Because that's why I was born and grew up. I'm 59. I lived in District 12 for 59 years. The house I live in, I built it in my 20s. So I want to live District 12 until I can depart the earth. And I want to see District 12 to be one of those influential district community in the Republic of Liberia in my lifetime.
You also say you say you're not worried,
No.
but I'm seeing I'm getting report and seeing one of your former stars, in person of Jeremiah Edison P.
Yes.
Yeah, he put up a strong voice claiming that we hold out of claim. What can you just elaborate on what transpired between you and your former employer?
You see, we have a serious problem with our young men and women. And people are not principle minded.
Okay.
People don't like to work. People want to always have it the easy way. And you see, on YOGBOH, I'm one of those guys. I may not be the most perfect or endless man on earth, but I'm a very principle minded guy. I'm a realist. I don't fake. And when people who try to fake, we quickly fall apart. And that young man, I won't sit on the airway and try to degrade him or tell you all what we have passed through, but he's a very ungrateful young individual. And I wish him all the luck. And there's no relevancy in his so-called group he called one of us. Did he really understand the phrase, one of us? He doesn't. How can you be one of us when you don't even belong in where you are? Now he's going around taking communication from my office when he was my COS, publishing on internet and making it look like a movement, like one of the bill I just spoke about. This is a bill that is being prepared, reviewed by the law reform. He go on social media because you want to see what else when we drafted it.
Yeah.
He run with it. He take my communication to Commerce because Industrial Park is where my partners are and have been very concerned about the security of Industrial Park. And he knows it. I have written so many letters. He takes my communication off on the internet. You know, that tells you that there's something wrong somewhere. So, do I have to be fair with such a person? No. Let them be. Because Yoruba doesn't pretend. I'm a realist. I'm not ready to go through deep conversation or what have transpired because I think I'm the big guy in the room here. So I should keep that position.
You as the lawmaker, is there enough room for dialogue between?
You see, Father, we have something called trust. STRUST. In a relationship, when that trust is broken, that relationship can never stand. And I think that's how been broken. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Christian. I dialogue, we have a conversation. But to recommit that trust until you prove yourself. And I doubt that young man, he had a history. If you knew him very well, every political alignment he has, there's a history that comes with it. Even his party, he's saying, I had to go to prison free. A political officer jail for the same mistrust. So if you have people of such character, you have to be very mindful. But it was good that we got to know each other very well. He's a young man. I wish him all the best in your political journey. But I'm not had no fear, so I'm waiting. I had no fear because I know exactly what I was elected to do, and I'm doing just that.
Okay.
There's no deterrent.
Okay, straight on Liberia right here. Honorable Jerry YOGBOH is our guest tonight. So, let's give the public and both sides two more calls. Let's see if we can find it. So 087-105-105. Those who try putting in their calls, but we'll stay on the conversation. So 087-105-105, 077-866-5073 are the numbers to call. Let's take two more pressing. Then we call it a deal with the honorable right here. 0887-105-105, 077-866-5073. Let's take two more pressing and call it a deal with the lawmaker right here because you gotta go. Hello.
Hello.
Nima, where are you calling from?
My name is Samuel Jared and I'm calling from Kesari Boulevard resident.
Go ahead.
Mental project.
Come again?
But it is shocking.
You gotta be audible, my man. You gotta be audible.
The honorable truck who act on behalf of the people of District 12 will start to repost communication that is intended for the good of the people to make it as if the people are adjusted. I think that's intention. You cannot do that to honorable just by all of the expense. If you think that you can go independently drag a full communication, the honorable has done extremely well in terms of infrastructure, in terms of lawmaking, in oversight has been explained. So we're not listening to what Jeremiah Pitt and continue to run around. Honorable, rest assured that we are with you. You should rest yourself. Do not be thinking and giving feedness to what Jeremiah Pitt who want to use your ideas to back implement for the people of District 12. That will not surpass any. So we want to say thank you. Thank you.
Okay, let's take this person. Hello.
Wow, good evening, how are you?
I'm okay. Where are you joining from?
And Elijah P. Farmer, I tell you conversation in Ghana, especially EFTRC.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I'm asking my voice.
You coming in Boko. You gotta change your location and call back. Let's take this person and let the honorable go.
Hello?
Nime, where you joining from?
Joining from Kesley Boulevard, Black F community.
What is your name?
My name is Alexander Fagi and I call you from Kesley Boulevard.
Go ahead.
All right. I want to say to our honorable member, look, we are not people that we can come and place for all of. We are the same people in this community and we supported our honorable YOGBOH, to the up to now, we have not stayed in our community. Give it to us, and they power us.
Okay.
They say, so when things like this, on a show, I will not lie to you. It's bad for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we gotta let the honorable go. We gotta let the honorable go. No time now. We gotta let the honorable go. So, what's your message to the people of District Number 12?
Okay, first I want to say thank you, Father, for having us today in your studio. And to the last caller there, it's unfortunate that you haven't been receiving, but we have had a series of meetings on the boulevard, and that's why we want to make it most special this time around. We'll be having a town hall meeting in Black F, and we hope you'll be in that meeting to answer all of your concerns, your questions. There'll be an answer saying you haven't been able to see us. We want to tell you that we'll be there and you'll be part. And to the people of District 12, I want to say thank you. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for the support. And we want to just rest assured that we will keep representing you. We'll keep doing what you told us to go to Capital Building to do, the mandate you gave us. We are not going to listen to any of those noises around to serve a deterrent for us. We will keep working for the betterment of District 12, and we want to ensure that transparency and accountability will continue to prevail. So I want to say thank you, and let God bless every one of us. Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, Honorable Jerry YOGBOH was our guest right here on Straight Club Liberia. That's how we come to the end of today's edition. Do join us next week, Tuesday, when we have another interactive program right here. No, I can't.